How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some freaky videos that'll sort you right out. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content, just like this. No top secret facility is as well known as Area 51. With the spot's infamous reputation, Redditors were quick to assume that extraterrestrials are behind the bizarre happenings in this footage, recorded near the facility and shared to the site by user Stews35. Area 51 was built in 1955 in the deserts of Nevada in the United States. According to the stories, the facility became the site of top secret research into extraterrestrial life after an alien spacecraft crash-landed in Roswell, New Mexico, a few states away. No one knows exactly what goes on behind the closely guarded gates of Area 51, but there have been plenty of stories about UFOs, alien technology, and even extraterrestrial creatures held hostage for decades, undergoing gruesome experiments. The Redditor who posted this footage claims that it was recorded near the mysterious Area 51. The video was filmed in the dark of night. The only light comes from several mysterious orbs floating in the distant sky.
Look at that. Oh. You see how many there are?
Yeah.
Later, the footage shows only one large orb hovering in the same spot. However, we can now see two smaller dots of light zipping around the sky. So what could these strange lights be? It isn't often that we see ordinary aircraft hovering in this manner, and even less common to see them looping around in the sky in frantic circles at nighttime. The fact that this footage was allegedly filmed near Area 51, a mecca for extraterrestrial enthusiasts worldwide, only serves to deepen the mystery behind this bizarre sighting. Climate change has a lot of people worrying about the weather. However, this footage shared to TikTok by Dapper Dan P is hard to explain no matter how you slice it. The footage was recorded on an overcast day. The person filming points the camera up towards the sky, showing a slate of grey cloud. Take a look. This cloud appears to be forming a perfect square in the sky. Clouds come in many shapes and sizes, but it's highly unusual to see one with perfect lines and sharp corners. Many who have seen clouds like this are certain there can only be one explanation: government weather control. There have been stories circulating for decades suggesting that governments of various countries are using mysterious technology to control the weather, and by extension, the populations of their countries. So could this square cloud be a sign of government weather control? If so, what's the government attempting to accomplish? Without additional evidence, this strange phenomenon remains a mystery. The International Space Station is a great opportunity for countries around the world to work together to learn more about our universe. According to Redditors like Rochi, who uploaded this clip, the rest of us can also learn a lot by watching the station's live video feed. The ISS regularly broadcasts live video footage from the space station, where those of us on Earth can see all of the exciting things going on among the stars. In this footage, one eagle-eyed viewer noticed something odd happening not far from the space station. There appears to be a long, wide object floating through space.
What in the world is that?
The object seems to split apart into two pieces. Before drifting back together. This isn't the first time that strange things have been spotted on the ISS live feed. Many who regularly observe the feed theorize that the footage is regularly monitored and cut off when evidence of strange things appears on video. Often, the video in question goes missing from the video archives, seemingly confirming the theories of a mass cover-up. Some Redditors who watch this video aren't quite convinced that it depicts evidence of an alien craft. Instead, they suggest that a light flare reflection on the ISS's window could have caused the strange phenomenon we see in the footage.
What in the world is that?
Others, however, are certain that something fishy is going on. What do you think? Let me know your theories down below. Have you ever been alone in the forest and felt like you're being watched? This video from TikToker CallieGrace918 may have an explanation for that eerie feeling. The footage was filmed in a forest in Oklahoma by a friend of the TikToker. It appears to be late fall or winter as the trees in the area seem to be bare of leaves. However, it's one tree in particular that's caught the attention of the hikers behind the camera. Take a look. Near the middle of the trunk, someone's carved an extremely detailed face peeking out from inside the tree.
That is a trip.
The bizarre thing is, this tree is deep in the woods with nothing else around to suggest that the tree's been carved. It would seem someone's done this purely to mess with passing hikers, which is kinda awesome. Even though this is just a carving, there have been legends about spirits inhabiting trees in many cultures across the centuries. The Greeks had dyads, the spirits of beautiful young women who lived in oak trees. The Buddhists had the Naraphon, who grew from trees in the forest of Himaphan and were eaten by the deities. The Thai have Nangta Kian, who haunt Hopia odorata trees and may haunt those who cut down their trees without permission. So, hats off to the person who carved this face. May your work continue to creep out hikers for years to come.
That is a trip.
We're used to seeing UFO videos showing a single blurry light in the dark night sky. However, this video from Redditor LilRed0073 is something else entirely. The footage, which was submitted to our subreddit, was shot in the skies above Raleigh, North Carolina, USA. At first, the video appears to show nothing out of the ordinary, just a bluish-grey sky. However, if you look at the sky more closely, you may notice something odd. The sky appears to be glittering with dozens of small lights. The white-coloured lights are scattered across the sky in what appears to be an even, regular pattern. They're so small that their source is impossible to see. Some viewers believe that what they're seeing in this footage is most likely a fleet of far-off alien spacecraft flying in a regular formation above the Earth. However, others thought it may have been some kind of light anomaly reacting with the clouds. Others suggested lanterns or balloons floating through the air. So what do you think's been spotted in the skies above North Carolina? Let us know your theories down below. Before we take a look at a mysterious piece of doorbell camera footage, remember to caress that subscribe button, then turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our scary and mysterious videos. When Redditor Bobagal uploaded this strange piece of footage, it sparked a fascinating debate as to what's actually been captured on film. The footage was recorded on a doorbell camera. We see a young boy watch as two motorcycles turn on their headlamps and drive away. After the second bike speeds around the corner, a dark, mysterious figure suddenly begins running towards the house from down the street. It rounds the corner quickly and heads off after the motorcycles in a blur. What makes the footage so strange is that the running figure seems to fade in and out as it runs after the motorcycles. Sometimes it seems relatively solid, but at other times it seems less opaque. The footage is particularly scary because, according to the Redditor, one of the riders wrecked their bike just after this footage was recorded. Eerier still, if you watch the start of the footage again, the figure seems to appear out of thin air. It pauses and stands still as if watching the motorbike riders before it starts sprinting down the street. So who or what was the dark figure, and did it cause the accident? Some viewers think that it was some sort of malicious ghost or spirit who had targeted the person on the bike, but others are less certain. If it is just a person, why were they acting so strangely before suddenly chasing the bikes? Did they have some sort of malicious intention? Ghost or criminal? What do you think? Let me know your theories down below. Now, if you can't get enough of the old slapped ham, then check out these two links there. They'll keep you entertained for hours and hours. Now, if you have your own scary content you want to submit, head to our Slapped Ham subreddit. There's a link in the description box below. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.